Hi, hello. Welcome to Common Man Cricket Show. In this show, we are going to analyze Champions Trophy squad of India. Recently, BCCI announced squad for uh, Champions Trophy as well as three one days against England. For that series, also they have announced. So there is one additional to the England series, which is Arshit Rana. Whatever remaining, we will be analyzing now. So have Rajesh with me. Welcome to the show, Rajesh.
Hey, thanks, Puneet. Happy to be here.
So the first thing after seeing the squad, the former one day number one bowler is not in the squad. That is Mohammad Siraj. So let's jump on to that. What are your thoughts, Rajesh, on that?
It's so we know that there's been a dip in the form in him as well. He's going through a dry spell pretty much, but I don't know if that makes sense to me because I mean I can see why it was done because Mohammad Shami is back in the squad, and I think that directly made way for Mohammad Siraj to be the replacement for Mohammad Shami there. So I'm sorry, the other way. So what happened is obviously there was a dip, but I can understand if he was dropped from a T20 squad. It is a bit surprising, to be honest, from in the chances to play in Dubai where the ball swings a bit in certain conditions as well. He would have been a good choice, but yeah, Mohammad Shami's inclusion does make sense. Not entirely sure why Siraj wasn't picked.
Yeah, I'm not at all understanding this because I don't know what's going in Indian squad analysis, all of that. So because if you see some 6 months back, he's the number one bowler, and even the strategies, all of that, like says after 2022, he's the leading wicket taker in all the phases. This is I don't know. It's really surprising, but they've added Arshdeep Singh. So the reason what they have given is the three bowlers which they have chosen, they're fit for all the phases of the game. So that's what they're calling out. If you remember, this is the reason even RCB has called out and not retained Mohammad Siraj for this.
Yeah, I mean, see, Arshdeep Singh, there is very little debate about his inclusion. He's been proving himself more than once lately. He's a good bowler. There are occasional times where he's messed up and bowled a couple of unnecessary no balls, which I'm sure he'll work out during his career. But I don't know. Like you said, right? Siraj has been our go-to bowler. He's held up one hand with Bumrah. Most of the days. Uh, I would have expected them to back him a bit more. Yeah, he's going through a lean phase, but so is a couple of other players in the squad. May not be in the same department, but if you look at the current form, it's not been great as well. So if you can exclude one basis on the current form, it should have been applied to the rest of the team as well, is what I would have thought, which isn't the case right now. So it's hard to come to a conclusion on what the thought process is, but it is what it is. Just looking at the squad, yeah, it does look a solid squad. Um, it's there has always been a problem with Indian team where you will have a lot of pool of talents and you'll have to pick one or two, but I like it's questionable. Most of the times it's questionable because there are in certain perspectives there are players who's better than the picked ones. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how the current squad performs. But yes, surely the exclusion of Mohammad Siraj raised some eyebrows there.
Yeah, there is one more thing. I mean, if Jasprit Bumrah is not fit for due to injury, if they're not taking Siraj and they're taking Rana, it will be very surprise for me because, yeah, that's how it happened in the. I mean, that's how they have announced for England series.
Yeah, again, I have absolutely no words there. I hope there is a think tank, behind the scenes who's making sense of all of this because I certainly don't.
Yeah, other than that, like I mean, squad looks great because You know how Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul all performed in the middle order, and definitely Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill will be first choice of opening pair. Yeah, we have SSV Jaiswal, like it will be like kind of backing for opening slot. So other than that, we wanted to discuss one more thing. They have selected four spinners over pace bowlers. Like I mean to say, there are only three pace bowlers. We have definitely Hardik Pandya, but there are four spinning options. How do you see this?
They've only included one specialist spinner. The others are in the all-rounders category. So it's pretty much for sure that Kuldeep Yadav will be in the squad, um, uh, because he's being the only specialist bowler. And if it doesn't fare well there, I don't know. They might just include another, all-rounder in between Jadeja, Akshar Patel. I don't think both of them can play in the same game. But if one of them, like Kuldeep Yadav, is not performing, I think maybe Washington Sundar, because of his right arm action, might come in. Again, it's a if you were going with spinners, you could have probably gone with the proper all rounder. I would have thought somebody like Varun Chakravarti, to be honest. But again, the looks like the thought process around this team is to contribute in all the departments, be it bat ball or fielding, and maybe that's why they have gone with the mix of all rounders in the squad a lot, and there are very little specialist per se, right? So if you look at Arshit Ran also, he's capable, but maybe the inclusion makes sense because he's got a little bit of edge with the bat. I would have thought. So that's how I am seeing the squad. But yeah, looks like Akshay Patel is going to stay. That's the clear message that we are seeing from the ICT right now. He's going to have to take a step ahead right now from his game, because he's being groomed in a way that he's going to probably be in a leadership role sometime, once the legends of the game retire from it. So he might be, we might be looking at him as the next set of leadership role or something. So he might have to step up his game a bit more. He's done well, not denying that, but is he there where they are expecting him to be? Not yet, I would have thought so. There are a couple of things that makes the current squad a very interesting one for the future to look at. Again, for championship point of view, I mean Champions League point of view, yeah, it doesn't, because they have included so many all-rounders. The batting will be deep, and you'll have three fast bowlers. I think three more spinners there, with a couple of part-timers as well. So yeah, the team looks balanced. I just hope it stands up to the mark, because again, T20 has been the only place we've fared well in the last couple of years. So this would be a good change for us to go ahead.